Looming by Gregory Weir. Begin. Now I forget what this one is about, I just remember that it was fun to walk around in. January, my love. I have entered this new place called Looming for the first time. It is said to be a dead place, abandoned by everything but time and shadows. I will see what I can learn here, and then return to you as swiftly as I can. And this is me. Now what's this? X. Where is X on the keyboard? Okay, girl. I could not stay today. It is all too much for me, January. The dark ground and the dry, towering geology. I will return another day after steeling myself with your presence. Yours, September. What the fuck? Wait, was that the end? Okay. Oh, I suppose that was me leaving. So you can use that portal to just leave straight off the bat? Maybe there's multiple endings? What is this ahead of— you see this in front of me? It's not on my screen, is it? I love this. I love the aesthetic. Looming. And that's a little Coca-Cola can. What is this? Ooh. Ooh. See, my thing, I love just exploring. I don't give a fuck what it is. The Seacher were workers and explorers. They saw me as a threat and attacked me. I admire their fierce tenacity. They saw no point in remaining after the Epiphany showed them their departure. Another signpost hides to the north between the two metal floor panels. Like, if there was a game where you were just exploring a bathroom, I would play it. I just like to walk around, I like to look at things. Oh. Ooh. Now this is probably going to take me a lot longer than it would take other people because I am scouring every inch of this landscape. I'm looking at every possible— so what is this gray stuff that appears? Is that clouds? Fog. Look at the fog move. Now something between two metal panels, something. I'll try and keep that in the back of my mind. I will not keep it in the back of my mind. Now I do see those little monolith little structures up there. I might turn the volume up just a little bit. Ooh, it's already on 62. I think that's well high enough. Ooh. Lorem Tablet 1. Our neighbors, the Seacher, are strange people. They do not believe in the sky. We have pointed to it, drawn pictures, even used arguments of logic, and they refuse to admit it exists. They spend their days never looking above the horizon, never seeing the stars. Okay, I'm hearing some strange humming noises. Isn't this fun? And I'm not saying that ironically. I love games like this. I love little strange little games. Here's another one. The Lorem came here after some trouble in their original home. I did not ask, and they did not offer. They were friendly but flighty. They fled Looming in existential terror. To the west, a signpost is hidden off the end of a path. Okay, to the west, there's a signpost off the end of the path, and then somewhere else, there's, something in between two metal, bing bonk, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm just gonna follow the fence at first. How long is this area? I'm gonna be playing this game for a long time. Alright. Oh. X. X! I'm pressing it. The southeast star shines north. Can I get out of here? Okay, good. I was gonna say, if this is even bigger, I'm not gonna be able to do it. There's only so much I can navigate. Ooh, what is all this? I was thinking start along the corners. The thing I don't want to do is accidentally end the game, you know what I mean? Path ring. 5? 4? I can't read Roman numerals. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorem design. It was to one side of a ruined... What the hell? It was to one side of a ruined colonnade? I don't know what that means. It was to one side of a ruined colonnade. Colonnade? I don't think I know enough about colonnades to understand that sentence. Engraved inside is psychology. She organizes our minds, determining how we think and feel. Through her, we know the glory of sadness and the terror of pride. May we heed the warnings of our heart and keep away the cold apathy of progress without passion. Boink. I love hitting those little rulers. They look like rulers. These little rulers on the ground. I'm going to run across them. Oh man. Now I did see, I should go back to that cluster. Whereabouts would that be? What the fuck? Yeah, here. See this little cluster? Oh, there's a little path. C, it says press C. Oh, that's my inventory. Ooh, I have a lot of things to collect. Ooh. I didn't think that was here. The Seacha were very confused when the first wisps of the Epiphany began to fall. They thought it was appearing from nowhere, but strangely they're not disturbed or alarmed by the mental effects it has. They say that knowing what will be merely means they need not waste effort on building anymore. I will say I think I'm personally doing okay sight reading these without coughing or snorting or anything. I had a lot of tea. I'm still having some congestion though, so I'm sure inevitably the time will come that I'm in the middle of a sentence and I go and I have to cut it out. Now, this is just blank space. But we love to wander the blank space, darling. Shattered diagram. You found a piece of clay with markings on it. Seems to be part of a diagram. I love this shit. I love this shit. Words cannot describe how into it I am. I'm very into it. Ooh, okay, I reached the other corner. Outside corners first, then the inside, you know. If you have unearthed all of my messages, then a portal sits to the south. An epiphany is coming. I remember it. What will make you remember? That is one of the few mysteries still masked to me. Well, I don't think I've unearthed all the messages because I've only ran around the outside. So, look at my little man run. I love that. Now that's a portal. I bet I could leave through that portal. I don't, because last time when I ran through a portal, I left. Shattered diagram. You have some pieces of a diagram. It's not clear what it represents. I don't want to go down that portal and lose all my progress. I don't know if you lose your progress, maybe you don't. But I don't want to. I don't want to take that risk, so I'm not touching any of those circles ever again. Until maybe I replay it. You are not going to trap me. That little X showing up and begging me to press on it. And I see these paths kind of in the center, and I will do that once I have run around the entire perimeter of the area. Oh my gosh, a little egg. What the hell? I like disappeared inside of it. Nice. I will touch this though. Bring my bones together here, and you will be shown a new way. Okay. I've got to collect bones. I like that little voice every once in a while that just pops up to go. See, now why wasn't there one of these in the other corner? The northwest star shines west. I don't know what that means. This is so cool. See, I think I'm a very I don't know, what some people consider boring stuff, I'm just like, I'm so into it. I don't know. I'm a very niche audience, I think. See, there's not one here. Oh, there is. The southwest star shines east. Did I miss one at the other corner? Because I don't think there was one at the other corner. I must have missed it. There's been one at every corner so far. Now this one... Yeah. Okay, so now I'm kind of back where I started. This is where I started. Looming, it says. Boop. Oh, here's the bones. That's where I take the bones. Orbor. Hello. Orbor the train. Orbor bone 1. This is a long tail bone that appears to be reptilian in origin. Its irregular density suggests that it was broken at some point, then fully healed. Extrapolating from bone structure and similar reptiles, the tail must have been at least 10 feet long. Is that so? What is this? Oh, wow. I love this desolate landscape. Seacher Rod 1. A group of people arrived today. They call themselves the Lorum. They seem to revere strange beings which do not exist, called names like logic and physics and chemistry. They claim these beings make them smart, but they cannot build even simple machines. They spend much of their time discussing these fairy tales. Ooh, these fairy tales. Tallybead V. The fuck? 5? I don't know, I can't read. This is a tally bead of Seacher design, marked with a symbol for 16s. It was found at the edge of Seacher territory. It's polished wood with a gear-like inlay of darker material. I love this! It's so vague, but cause you know, maybe you don't know, if you've heard me talk about it relentlessly, for the 3 of you that actually watch my videos, I don't have a lot of subscribers, and might have heard me say it. I love world building. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I don't care if anything happens in the game. I don't care if there's any, like, just lore. Exploring and learning are the 2 things I care about in games. So, like, things where you can, like, collect lore, like, collect books and stuff, I care about. And things where you can explore environments and collect objects and stuff I care about. Like, I spend most of my time in games collecting the in-game lore books. You know, like how Skyrim has books, or like Dragon Age has codexes, or Dragon Age Inquisition has those codexes or whatever. I spend most of my time in games collecting objects, collecting books, and trying to learn as much information as possible about the world, but I don't actually care about anything else. I exhaust every dialogue option with characters, not because I care about the characters, because I feel like the characters are going to say something that I think is important about the world, so I want to hear what they have to say. So it's just like, this is just pure exploration and reading. And that to me is like, well, hell yeah! Tallybead 2. This is a tallybead of Seacher design, marked with a symbol for 2s. It was found at the edge of a ruined mechanical area. It is silver and etched with a sharp-edged frost-like pattern. I presume I'll have to do, a puzzle at some point to put some of these objects together. Ooh, another thing. Whoa, I'm running too fast. Oh, get it. Path Ring 1. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorum design. It was found beside the path near the southern wall of the Looming site. Engraved inside is chemistry. She guides mixtures and solutions, the flames of all colors and the gases we breathe. Through her we may break apart what seems permanent and rejoin it in new forms. May we refine ourselves in the same way. May we indeed. Tallybead 3. This is a tallybead of Seacher design, marked with a symbol for focus. Fours. Marked with a symbol for fours. It was found near a large arcing stone formation. It is beaten gold, and it's decorated with a flame pattern. I'm into it. Oh, this is where I started. I feel like I've gone so far. I'm just really making sure I'm really kind of doubling down, really kind of making sure I get everything. Now this is why I would never do a Let's Play of like an actual, like a big game, like Skyrim, Dragon Age, whatever, because I am so completionist about environments. I have to go to every single inch of the place, I have to look at everything, I have to gather all of the information I can possibly gather, and that takes forever. I think, yeah, I already read this. Like in the... You know, what's the big place in Skyrim? Oh my god, what's that called? What's that called? Black... The place underground? Black... Reach? What the fuck? The place with all the big glowing mushrooms and stuff that's huge? I spent probably 5 or 6 hours there. I looked at every corner. I covered every single inch of the place. I mean, relentlessly. Insanely. It took me forever. Path Ring 3. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorum design. It was in the dirt near a large dome. Engraved inside is biology. She directs the functioning of our bodies and of all bodies. Through her, we live and exist and breathe. May we always be thankful for her gifts, and may we treat our flesh with the care it deserves. Can I go in this dome, or is it going to end the game? Now I'm paranoid, because that one time I did something into the game. Lorum Tablet 2. When we arrived here at Looming, the Seeker had already built one of their huge machines. One of us asked them how it worked. They could tell us what part did what, but not of the theory behind it. They are strange people, Seeker. Instead of understanding a problem, they just build a machine attachment to fix it. This door opens only to those with the grasp of the sciences. Okay, so it's probably not open. Yeah, I think I have to I probably have to collect all the rings to do that. I love how fast this little guy moves. Oh! Lorum Tablets IV. I don't know what that means. Is that 4 or is it 6? The Seeker are very brave, but perhaps foolhardy. A group of them has built a machine to try and capture the Ouroboros. They do not understand that the Ouroboros flies, but they know enough to put the machine on tall stilts. We do not think the Seeker will succeed. Our calculations suggest very low chances. Yeah, there's totally something in every corner I missed. I must have missed the upper corner. Unless I got it and I just don't remember. Which is also plausible. Oh yeah, this was the beginning of the fucking game. I'm just going everywhere, you know. Okay, now I'm gonna go... Oh, I should go this way. I don't know. Tally bead 1. This is a tally bead of Seeker design, marked with a symbol for ones. It was found near a path intersection. It's made of copper and engraved with subtle waves and stylized fish. And a stylized fish. And now there's a metal plate that I just saw. And somebody said that in between 2 metal plates, I'm supposed to find something. Many have come to Looming. When I first arrived, there were signs of earlier settlement, but those traces have crumbled to dust by now. Everyone leaves, but I will stay until my end. East of the second hidden signpost is another, at the base of a spire. What are these little metal plates for? I don't know. Seeker Rod 2. Despite their strangeness, the Lorum are pleasant neighbours. They often invite us to their gatherings. Although the food is simple, it is good. We have all learned to choose conversation topics that avoid their nonsense. Weather and mechanics are bad. Children and the strangeness of Looming are better. I see so many shiny things to pick up. Tally bead, fuck, I don't know. 4. This is a tally bead of Seeker design, marked with a symbol for 8s. It was found near a large decaying device on stilts with a snare-like structure on top. It is blown glass, coloured with delicate blue helices. Now, I know there's a shiny over there, but I want to get this shiny before I move on. Ouroboros bone. Fuck. This is a complex bone that bears a similarity both to an avian shoulder blade and to 1/2 mammalian hip bone. It is sturdy but very light, and it appears to be able to support a third pair of limbs between the forelimbs and the hind limbs of a large creature. I'm supposed to bring my bing. I'm supposed to bing the bones over to there eventually. What the hell is this? I'm into it. Seacher Rod 4? I spoke with one of the Lorum today. I'd heard of their false beings, but I asked for details. She spoke of physics, who controls how everything moves, and of logic, who can tell real truth from falsehood. There's biology, who guides our bodies, and psychology, who guides our minds. The Lorum are very strange. Girl, we're just out here running. We are running an absolute muck of the place. Now that must be the device they made to catch the Ouroboros. Oh, a shiny. Shattered diagram. You have some pieces of a diagram. It's not clear what it represents. Maybe a map? Maybe a map? I said that P very hard. Seacher Rod 3. Some Lorum youths came by today, asking about a machine. When we explained how it worked, they asked how each piece worked, and so on, until we could only throw up our hands in frustration. They are like children in a way, asking why repeatedly until the parent is fed up and stomps away. Here's something. What the hell is this? Oh, there's little lights shining out. That's cool. Shattered diagram. The diagram is nearly complete. With some searching, you should be able to find the rest of it. X. Sometimes I can't find the X on my keyboard. Ooh, 2 shinies. I feel like I haven't gone over to the right corner of the screen as much, though. Horrible Bone VI. What is that, 6? This is a skull, roughly 3 feet in length. The front of the skull is extended in a long, strong beak with teeth rooted in the jaw. The owner of the skull had enormous brain capacity, an excellent sense of smell, and was omnivorous. Well, how do you know that, little science boy? I don't know what these are. I saw a shiny over here. Seacher Rod V. Now I know that's 5. Strange things like cobwebs began appearing today. The Ouroboros monster said they were the Epiphany. Touching them gave us visions of the past and the future, a flash of insight like the inspiration for a machine design. The Lorum do not trust what they cannot calculate, so they are very upset. At least one of them has collapsed in shock. Can I see my inventory? Oh, I have so many things. But I'm missing so many things as well. I felt like I was doing good. Now I don't. Yo, my hand is aching, keeping my finger on the X button in the position that I'm doing it. Now I'm curious, so it looks like there are different endings to this game. Like, I wonder if when you do an end to the game, you come back and you keep the stuff in your inventory? Because to be quite honest, while I do love exploring, if I reach an ending and then I have to go and collect everything all over again to get the other endings, I probably will not do that because I have limited time today. I can only record until my roommate gets home. Tally bead VI. This is a tally bead of Seacher design, marked with a symbol for 32s. It was found near a large device shaped like a triangular gateway. It is made from a solid pearl, unmarred except for the holes that let it be threaded onto a string. Looks like I can go through a portal now. I will not. With tally in hand, step through our gateway. No.
No. No, not right now. Maybe later.
Seacher Rod VI. As we prepare to leave, I have learned that the Lorum are moving on as well. The Epiphany said they would, but the Lorum would not believe it, and they refused to go. But their stress and confusion proved too much, it seems. They are moving on to a place where They are moving on to a place where what they see as impossible does not occur. Okay. Now here's a pathway. Where does these pathways lead? I think I haven't been following the pathways. I've been kind of going off the pathways. Maybe I should follow the pathways a little more. Woo! Welcome, visitor. The time I have left here is brief, so I will dispense with courtesy. I wish you to visit and learn. South of here is a patch of rough ground. Look in the center for a hidden signpost. Okay, so I think, these things are maybe written by the Orbensmorp, that creature. Because it said bring my bones here at one of these little posts. And also when you found the skull, it said it had good capacity, mental capacity, and also one of those things mentioned, one of those writings between the two different groups of people mentioned that the Orbensmorp said stuff. So I assume it's something that can talk. Except for, I mean, these are obviously... That's obviously written by stepping, you know, our gateway, so I don't know. I think some of them maybe are... What the hell did that one say? A what to the where? South of here... Patch of rough ground. Have I already been to it? I have lived in Looming for a long time, but I was not born here. I will die here, however. Further south, past a cluster of spires, you will find a second hidden signpost. I think I might have found that one, because I remember finding one near a bunch of spires. Now, where is this path? Have I been on it before? Girl, can you give me a map? I could use a map. Yeah, I think at least this little man travels fast. He is running. Is this a shiny? This is a mindfulness ring of Lorem design. It was lying beside a washed-out portion of the path. Engraved inside is logic. She determines truth and falsehood. Through her, we reduce complexity to simplicity, and we ward against the dangers of unsound and invalid thought. May our minds be ever pure and keen, and may our emotions never lead our thoughts astray. May they never indeed. Oh, here's something. Lorem Tablet 3. In the early days in Looming, some of us tried to teach the teacher of the principles, but they said if they could not see it or feel it, it was not real. We tried to show them the principles, but they said we were simply showing them toys and simple machines. This is that place. Okay, so here's that place. What the fuck? Where am I? Shattered diagram. The diagram is nearly complete. With some searching, you should be able to find the rest of it. What does the diagram mean? What does it all mean? Now this one, it said further south. Further south where? Yeah, I got this one, I think. Here's a place. I don't want to be running into anything now. Okay. Lorem Tablet VI. The Seeker have packed up to leave Looming. Since they saw that they were going to leave, they had no reason to stay. With this baffling explanation, they left, taking with them the hearts and other useful pieces of their great machines. The epiphany, it seems, was merely an inconvenience to them. Path Ring V. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorem design. It was beside an upright stone hoop. Engraved inside is physics. She commands the movement of all things, that they fall to the ground and move across the earth. Through her, we may see the infinite glory hidden in white light, or the calmness in a pendulum swing. May we never forget the complexity that lurks beneath simplicity. Another thing. Ouroboros Bone 3. This is a forearm bone that shows qualities of both mammalian and avian origins. It is exceptionally long and marked with pits that suggest long flight feathers. This bone could have been part of a pair of wings that spanned over 15 feet. Oops, I pressed spacebar instead of X, as I am known to do. I hope everybody else also finds this interesting. I like it. Where does this path lead? Shiny. Okay, well I have... All the pieces to the diagram have been found. It depicts 4 labeled circles with corresponding directions. What? I'm confused. I don't know what it means. I don't mean to be dull, but... What do they call it? Daft? Daft? Oh, here's the edges. Now, I never got anything in this corner, so I'm gonna go up to this corner. Longer walk than I thought it would be. Yeah, right here. How did I miss that? The northeast star shines south. Okay. No, I was kind of around here some, but like not much. I think this is a portion of the map I haven't explored a ton. Here's something. Path ring VI. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorem design. It was near a collapsed arch over a path. Engraved inside is mathematics. She tallies and divides, separating the nothingness from the endless with an infinity of numbers. Through her, we may count all things and understand the colossal and the tiny. May we measure all things with clarity, and never falter in our equations. And never falter in our equations. No, I haven't been on this. Yes, I have. I've been here. Did I find everything? Am I just choosing an ending now? I hope I get to do all the endings. Let me see. No, I did not find all the bones, but I found everything else. Oh girl, where the hell are your bones? Maybe I have to go in one of these places to find the bones. But I feel like the portals are endings, because, you know, when I first started out, I went through a portal and it was like, bye, back to the beginning. So... I really don't want to take that risk unless I knew for certain. Actually, I'm gonna pause this and look at the comments and see if they say anything about how the endings work. Oh shit. When did I pause this? I wonder if I've lost some of my recording. I just realized the video was paused. And the thing is, I think that I just paused it. Like, I think I paused it 3 seconds ago. But I can't quite remember if I paused it a few seconds ago or if I paused it a long time ago and never unpaused it. So, if it's weird and randomly just cuts off or something, you've seen enough of the game. I'm gonna try and play another game now. Sorry if... I wonder... Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Well, you see, I got a few of the endings, so even if you didn't see me do it, you got the gist of it. You understand. At least I cataloged enough of it, even if I didn't catalog everything, even if I accidentally paused the video at some point and never unpaused it. I got some of the ideas down, so... Now, hopefully I have enough time to play this. This is a Flash game. It's kind of interesting. I had it on my playlist. Here we are. It's one of my Flash games that I wanted to play. Use up arrow key or W to jump. I like the up arrow key. You can push 1 or 2 letters words. Stair. Cliff. So that's a cliff then. George. Trumbull. Lad. Ladder. Whoa. Oh wait, now I'm just on this level, I guess. Fall. Jump on the red letter to break it. Wall, floor. See, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Oh, I see. Rocket. Oh, well. Platform. Fire. Oh, shit. So I shouldn't touch the fire, you mean? I'm not good at doing platform things. Fuck. See what I mean? I am not a platform gamer. Cliff. Well, I'm gonna fall off the cliff. Rise. Let me guess, do you put them together and make rise? It's kind of a neat little game. Surprise! I don't like that. Can I do unsurprise? No, it's like, bitch, will you get back here? Alright, fine. Unsurprise. Untoxic. Well, that's good. Like to make things not toxic. Old. Oop. Well, old bidge. You know that old bidge? Down. Revolver? You're gonna give me a gun? They're shooting in this little letter game? Sounds a little bit intense. Oh. Oh, I shot the wall apart, I guess, with a singular gun. I'm just hanging out. Rock. Rock! Rock, rock, rock. Crasp. Uh-oh. Crash. Crasp is not a word. Step lad. That's what they call your stepson in England. That's my step lad. Lock it again. Oh, they said, no, no, go this way, you dumbass. Play. Oh, I guess this is the end of the game. Haha, you see that? That was kind of cool. Quick little games like this. Quick little games like this I like. More Flash games. This one. I'm just going through a list of favorites and old games I've played and stuff like that, so... There I am. Hatchlings. Hatchlings! Dragons hatch alone. They're not brooding creatures. This is possible because of the high degree of autonomy. This text is hard for me to read. It all melts together in my brain. This is possible because of the high degree of autonomy of newly hatched dragons. Unlike human babies, hatchling dragons can fend for themselves. While their wings are still vestigial, they can chase down and consume food without assistance, and are capable of defending themselves against predators. Dr. X.R. or Skirp Quilliam Magus. X.R. Quilliam Magus. This is me. I'm having a hell of a time. Eat it. Uh-oh, I'm green. Oh. Coloration. A dragon's scales can take on almost any color in the rainbow. Contrary to popular folklore, the color of the dragon has little to do with the dragon's temperament or abilities. The color of a dragon's scales depend entirely on the food it eats when it's still hatching. A hatchling. It is unclear what causes a dragon to prefer one food over another. It may simply be a matter of personal preference. Quilliam Magus. What if I eat that? Eat it. Eat it. I'm pressing the key. I'm pressing the key. It just makes me jump. Yes, that is what I wanted. No, I don't want any more green. I want to do mostly blue. I'm gray right now. Or maybe if I do another green and then another blue and then another red, I'll become like a white color. X. Press X to eat food. Oh. I need another blue though. Oh, now I'm like this weird yellowy color. Yes, here's the blue. Cool, I kind of like this color. I'm like periwinkle. I am not gonna have another green. I might have one of these. I'm pink. Can I get some more blue? If I get another blue, I'd probably turn like a lilac-y color. Yes. Give it to me! I can't jump. So bad at these types of games. Cool. I'm happy with that color. I think I'm gonna stay with that color. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I got captured. Capturing a dragon. When still a hatchling, a dragon can be captured with relative ease using cleverness or magic. The benefits of a captive dragon are many. As magical creatures, even their droppings are useful in magical rituals. The ethics of holding captive a sentient creature are, of course, questionable, as is the wisdom of keeping such a creature for too long. There am I. A nice little purpley lilac friend. Adolescence. After several years, the newly born dragon will have grown considerably. It will be as tall as a human being, and will have achieved a great deal of strength and intelligence. A captive adolescent is not likely to stay captive for very long. The wings of an adolescent are not developed enough for true flight, but they are able to provide some lift, allowing the dragon to extend the height and length of its jumps. I said height to length. The height to length. Z. I actually want to go down here, though. I don't think I want to... That looks like a place that I could go... Breath powers. The most distinctive ability of the dragon is the breath power. Dragons can channel magic through their mouths to cause amazing effects. Searing fire, healing mist, or even a burst of water and magic that can cause plants to grow with incredible speed. Each dragon only has a single breath ability, and it seems to be determined by the dragon's diet as an adolescent. Some dragons lack any breath ability at all, perhaps due to insufficient nutrition. Aw, man, I almost sight read all the way through it, so I guess I can eat that fire if I want. What does C do? I don't want to press C. I don't know what it does yet. Okay. So I see the fire. I want whatever's blue. They mentioned water. Is there a place I can find that will give me water abilities? This. Oh, I guess I have to have more than one. I have to have multiple of them. Understandable. Have a nice day. That means I can eat a bunch of stuff if I want to. Now, I cannot eat another plant, or else I'll get plant ability, and I don't want plant ability. Oh wait, is that healing? I think that's healing, not water. I don't want healing powers. Ew. Oh, I could heal him, I guess. If I had healing powers, I could heal him. But he captured me. Can I break open this cage or something? Maybe I want fire powers. Where can I find more fire? That's more healing. I know how to get healing powers. I've seen all the little healing power pieces. I have fire breath! Fire breath is, in the minds of the peasantry, the most memorable of a dragon's abilities. By producing flammable gases within its stomach and lighting them with a special gland on the roof of the mouth, a dragon can produce a flame hot enough to incinerate most anything in its path. Says Sir Quilliam Billiam Gilliam. I know I can't have any other powers, but maybe I just was hungry. Do you understand? Maybe I was just hungry. Oh, I'm burning stuff. Escape. There are no known cases of a captive dragon being kept past late adolescence. The dragon is too intelligent and strong-willed to be held in captivity once its body and mind develop past human levels. The luckiest captors simply awake one day to find their pets missing. The less fortunate receive object lessons and the consequences of crossing dragons. Man, I wish I could have gone back and burnt that boy. Adulthood. An adult dragon is at least half a century in age, several stories tall and capable of eating a cow or human in one bite. Cruel dragons will often land on humans, killing them. An adult dragon can soar into the air by flapping its wings or glide by holding them out. A newly adult dragon must first find a home. Good homes are secure locations with a view of the nearby land. One can always tell when a dragon has chosen a new home. It will rest motionless in a spot for a time. Okay, well, I don't... Can I eat that little deer? Oh! I'm not trying to burn anything. Hello, everyone. Human interaction. The history of human-dragon interactions is a complex one. Some dragons ignore humans altogether, while others cause cruel and arbitrary destruction. Occasionally, a dragon will set itself up in a position of power over humans, either as a strict overlord or gracious protector. An adult dragon is a fearsome sight and is effectively impervious to all but the most dedicated human attackers. Well, I'm gonna try not to hurt anyone. Or burn anything. Why are these people bloody? I guess I could heal them if I had healing powers, but I don't. Hello, guys. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Trying to jump. Looks like I could set up my house there. Or maybe here in this forest? I've played this game before, but I don't remember how it goes, because it's been a while. Oh, it's only there or there? That's my only choices? I guess here. Reclusive Watcher. The Watcher is the most mysterious of dragons. It does little harm to humans and contents itself with staying away from all civilization. These dragons are rarely regarded as threats to civilization. They only occasionally cause damage to human settlements and will often only hurt humans who attempt to attack them. The heroes who attempt to destroy these dragons are typically motivated by personal fame rather than protecting civilization. That's me? I'm gonna have to kill him now? Forgot about that part. Whoa, look at my sick jumps. Can you imagine being able to jump to the top of a tree in one fell swoop? The hero. For every dragon, there's a single human capable of posing a threat. This hero or heroine How the fuck do you say that? Heroine? Heroine? This hero or heroine seems to have a link of destiny with the dragon. Sometimes the hero is a warrior who sets out to destroy the dragon. Alternatively, the hero may decide to befriend the dragon and work by its side. That's what I want to do. The hero may even be sent to pay tribute to a draconic tyrant. Just like dragons, heroes can be good or evil. They are recognizable only by their tremendous strength. What is this? A bow, which I assume kills. A pot of honey? Oh, perhaps a thing of gold. I want to get a flower. Okay. Well, I don't want to drop my flower. I want my flower. How do I do my sick jumps again? Oh yeah, this. Woo! That dragon would be scared of me. I'm jumping as tall as houses. Imagine a little man runs up to you jumping as tall as houses are. You might find it a bit odd. Can I go in here? No. Of course not. Now, if this dragon burns me up with its fire breath, I'm gonna go bonkers. I just want to have fun. Oh, there they are again. Did I drop it? Nope. Oh, I have 2 flowers now. Hello. What are you mad about? Fine, you want money? I straight up dropped it. Oh hey! We became friends! Friendship. With the proper gifts and greetings, a hero can befriend a dragon. The partnership thus formed is as strong a bond as family or marriage. The hero and the dragon will fight for each other and serve as constant companions. Such a partnership between 2 dissimilar beings is special. The greatest deeds in history were done by heroes paired with dragons, and I would venture that there is no more powerful force on Earth. Cool! There's lots of different endings to that, I think. If I remember it correctly when I played it, like, years ago. Years and years ago. I think there's different types of dragons. Kind of like how they said there's different types of heroes, different types of dragons. You can get different endings and stuff. I'm not going to do that now. But there's one game off the list. Another Flash game. Done. Who remembers Duck Life? Anybody play? I'm not about to play it now, but remember Duck Life? Now here's another game I had on my list, but I don't remember why. So I haven't checked out the game. I think I played it like 5 years ago or something, and I just had it on my favorites. And it's a Flash game. So it's a Flash game that's in my favorites. That's what I'm doing. If it's weird or something, though, maybe I won't actually play it. Okay. I do not remember this game at all, though. Hint 1. Irrational is a game not so much about finding the right answer as knowing why the answer is right. Because of that, you might find that sometimes the answer you think is right isn't. In each level, you'll be given logical arguments or propositional calculus if you're feeling flashy. It's your job to select the missing lines and complete the puzzle. It's your job to prove your rationality. I don't think I'll be good at this. You assume I'm smart. Here's an example. If you are a rational human being, then you will have no problems with this game. 2. You are a rational human being, therefore you will have no problems with this game. In this example, line 1 tells us there's a logical connection between rational human beings and game playing. Line 2 tells us we are indeed dealing with a rational human being. Line 3 concludes that because the nature of the player, line 2, fits the connection, line 1, line 1's conclusion is true. You will be good at the game. We'll see. Remember, the hints are there to guide you through the game, so don't be afraid to use them if you'll suck. Good luck! I said if you're suck. The T was not in there. Don't be afraid to use them if you suck. I think, therefore I am. As certainties go, knowing that you're some kind of thinking thing, some kind of living thinking thing, isn't exactly helpful. Knowing it's bloody dark doesn't get you much further.
I think I'm going to remember where I am.
You try to remember where you are, but you recall nothing. The cold metal floor beneath you suggests you've not been here long. It's possible, of course, that you've only just been born, but lying face down in the dark, you're forced to accept that given your propensity for the English language and non-fetal state, it's far more likely you've just forgotten how you got here. Failing to find attractive alternatives, you decide to hum yourself a happy tune. Oh, ooh, go. What? Who is that? Eventually, happy though it is, your attention is drawn to a lone, glowing red thing. Rising gingerly to your feet, you totter over to find that it's an LED attached to a light switch. Hazy though you are, you can just about form the thought process that lifts your finger to the wall. I would like the lights to come on. Okay. If I do not like... I mean, this is true. I mean, okay. So I feel like this would be right. If I would like the lights to come on, then I should press the switch. But who said that pressing the switch will make the lights come on? You know what I mean? Nobody told me that the switch could make a saw come down from the ceiling and fucking kill me. But then, okay, it does say prove you should press the switch. Oh, come on! What about this, dumbass? Yeah. I was righter than you, though. You know that I was right. You fumble the switch in the darkness until your surroundings resemble something close to a dimly lit room. This is not dimly lit, dude. This is bright. It's no great improvement. Suffice to say it's small, empty, and with no obvious exit. You half entertain the idea of intricately examining the environment, scavenging for anything that might, by even the most elaborate stretches of logic, prove to be useful, but find yourself neither intricately minded nor the slightest bit interested. Investigate the scrawling on the wall. You notice, then, a series of sentences etched into the wall in one corner. They seem to have been written in some kind of red, viscous liquid. Though for all the world, you can't quite put your finger on what it might be. Maybe blood. There's something very subtle bothering you about the scrolling's logic. Okay. Make the argument valid by choosing the appropriate assumption, even if that assumption is false.
Many people believe that a perfect God exists.
If many people believe that a perfect God exists, and that belief is not in error, then a perfect God exists. If a perfect God exists, then he would not allow the belief to be in error. Assumption. Marmite is best with cheese. Many people believe a perfect God exists. Yeah. If many people believe that a perfect God exists, and that belief is not in error, then it must exist. So, if many people believe it exists, and the belief is true, then a perfect God exists. Right? Okay. If a perfect God exists, then he would not allow that belief to be in error. The assumption is that what people believe is true? Okay, many people believe a perfect God exists. If I'm having this much trouble with the first one, then bitch. I think it's either this one or it's this one. Maybe? No, okay. Okay, so it seems like my second answer is usually the right one, and I'm just overthinking things. But my second answer was that one. And the first time as well, my second answer was the right one. I think too much. You celebrate inwardly, the argument ripped to metaphorical shreds by your razor-sharp deduction. It's circular. The assumption that's missing is the same as the conclusion. While you're impressed by your own prowess, it's hardly told you anything more about your situation. You may as well still be in the dark. Before you could... Ooh, I hear a buzzsaw or something? That's not good. Before you can corner yourself into a circular argument, and before you can wonder how one can be cornered by a circle at all, your machinations are cut short by an urgent ticking and whirring. These are exciting sounds because they're the first sounds you can recall ever hearing. Somewhat exciting by default, then. Who is that? From within the wall before you extends what appears to be some kind of machine. This information doesn't blow you away. On closer inspection, it turns out to be a ticker-tape machine. A ticker-tape machine! From within the ticker-tape machine, spool reams of ticker-tape... Oh my god, this is like a tongue twister. From within the ticker-tape machine, spool reams of ticker-tape, coiling down onto the floor. For want of anything more, or even at all interesting to do, you examine the paper more closely. It reads, "Do you think that's oxygen you're breathing?" Assuming the laws of human biology haven't been broken, yes, you do rather. If I'm alive, then... I am breathing oxygen, or the laws of human biology have been broken. Maybe? If I'm alive, then I'm breathing oxygen, or the laws of human biology haven't been broken. I am alive, and the laws of human biology haven't changed, therefore I'm breathing oxygen. I don't know that the laws of human biology haven't changed, though. I mean, I'm in a weird little sciencey room. Haha, I got it right on the first try this time, because I didn't overthink it. I just did it very fast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm breathing oxygen, you say, to no one in particular. The contraption whirs back into life. Test 1 complete. Test 2 queued. Any questions? Can you tell me what you are? No. All told, this is not the answer you'd been looking for. It is, in fact, the opposite. Thought monitoring active. Subject's thought process, appropriate deductive reasoning. You consider narrowly deciding the laws of biology haven't magically been altered to be a triumph of reasoning? Negative. Triumph is a significant or noteworthy achievement. Subject deductive reasoning, adequate. Gosh, thanks. Would you mind awfully telling me where I am? Test 2 active. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. What can be deduced from this? That you're not answering my questions? If and only if Jack or Jill is ill, then no one will fetch any water. If Jill has eaten her Weetabix, then she will not fall ill. No one has fetched any water. Jill has eaten her Weetabix. Therefore... Jack... If and only if Jack or Jill is ill, then no one will fetch any water. It doesn't have to be Jack and Jill. Jack or Jill being ill. No one has fetched any water, but Jill has eaten her Weetabix, therefore Jill is not ill and Jack is ill. True. I don't know why I had this game in my favorites list. It's very weird. So, Jack's yakking and Jill's a-okay. Easy. Test complete. Congratulations. You know, I usually like to accept my congratulations with a side order of, let me the hell out of here. Prime directive, assess problem-solving ability. Humor, irrelevant. You find yourself becoming less and less fond of this machine. You still know nothing of your location, nor the nature of your captors. Even your own identity is beyond you, though you increasingly suspect the lengthy vocabulary and short temper are defining features. Tell me who you are. Tell me who I am. Let me go. Restate prime directive. Assess problem-solving ability. Argument to the contrary. Impossible. Now that sounds remarkably like a challenge. You try to find a way around the machine's logic, and you can only find one rational conclusion. Oh no! I'm not going to be able to find this. Ooh! If the prime directive is to assess me, and the machine always follows its prime directive, then the machine must assess me. If the machine releases me, then it cannot assess me. The machine always follows its prime directive, and the prime directive is to assess me, therefore... I don't know, that? Yes. I think this is one of those games that's a little bit too, you know, like there's like humor in it, it's like sarcastic, it has the kind of sassy writing that was so relevant like in 2011, like, you know, like old games that have the like sassy narrator or whatever. This kind of falls into that, so I kind of feel silly reading some of the stuff, but because I feel like I'm being a silly willy, saying sarcastic things in a certain tone, but whatever. So, rationally speaking, there's no way for the machine to release you. Although this is a perfectly logical conclusion, it's not in the slightest bit the one you'd sought. Perhaps this whole logic thing is overrated. While it seems to be useful, it does nothing whatsoever for your mood. Emotion plus logic equals incompatible. Control yourself. That's not true. I mean, sometimes. You're not sure you agree. Current subject emotion, annoyance. I'd use a term starting with F and ending in off, but you're close enough. I've written all over these walls, it looks like. You take a few of what you hope are caustic strides away from I didn't read the rest of it, bitch. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention now. Hey, over here, why won't you be my friend? Taking punitive measures and fight. You better move back. Wait, I'm paying attention. And in answer to your question, friends don't tend to threaten one another with punitive measures. Thank you, subject. To improve motivation... I'm reading them both in the same voice because I don't care. I'm just reading the text. To improve motivation, the next test is from your politics. Uh-oh. I'm not British. Is that a British person? Oh, it's Australian? An Australian person? Australia's gonna be in video games. Okay, hold on. I feel like I don't understand the reference, so this will be hard for me to figure out. Can you help me, brain? This is almost like taking your training wings off. A real live argument to formulate. I'm so glad I'm your brain and no one else's. So we know what we're trying to prove. Something derogatory about someone called Michael. In addition to that, we have facts in line 3 and line 4 to build on. What we need is to form two logical connections in the first two lines. Start with what we know. There's no evidence that video games are more dangerous than films. Put that in the first box, and decide what might follow from that. That's what I did. In line 2, take what we just proved in line 1 and make a logical connection between that and a new fact. Just make damn sure that new fact is something that connects with line 3 and proves something useful. Here's some more clues while I take a quick nap. Line 1 should prove the conclusion in line 5. Line 2 should do the same for line 6. Line 6 finally justifies line 7. What? If video games should be treated... I don't fucking know. This doesn't have anything to do with each other. Oh no! Good thing I'm in a geometry class. This... Okay, now I can find the other options. Okay, now I can find the other options. If there is not evidence that video games are more dangerous than films, then video games should be treated similarly to films. If video games should be treated similarly to films, then Australia is wrong. True, okay. So the issue was there was one thing that was not coming up. One of the options was not coming up until I read the comment about it, where you need to press the arrow key, so... Answer sufficient. You feel you're being undervalued here. You've come a long way. Though you've established precisely so little about who or where you are, you do at least know that Jack is ill and that some Aussie you've never heard of possibly likes to park in disabled spaces. You think about that for a minute and decide to aim higher in the future. But what to aspire to? Clearly the machine expects you to aspire to rationality of godlike proportions, but you're not convinced such omniscience would be altogether fun. You're also unsure about the potential repercussions of aspiring towards the fictional. And so your mind, your human mind, drifts inevitably towards thoughts of escape. Of course, you still have remarkably little idea of just what it is you're escaping from. Or escaping to. And therefore, whether or not it can be considered an escape at all. Complete the argument and decide whether or not. If and only if the machine will kill me when it catches me, and there is a good chance I will be caught, should I then not try to escape? Therefore, there is a good chance I will be caught. Press the down arrow. If the machine kills me, if and only if the machine will kill me when it catches me, and there is a good chance I will be caught, should I then not try to escape? Either I am an escape artist of worldwide renown, or there is a good chance I will be caught. I am not an escape artist of worldwide renown, therefore there's a good chance I'll be caught. If the machine kills me when it catches me, then I will be a very sad bunny, and it will fail its mission to assess me. The machine cannot fail in its mission, therefore the machine will not kill me. The machine will not kill me if it catches me. And the answer is either I should try to escape, or I am not a very sad bunny. Because it can't kill you, or else it'll fail its mission automatically. So, I think this answer is actually I should try to escape, but this was said right here, so... Alright, fine. Fine. Second answer is always the true one, but I mean... My logic it makes sense. The sad bunny thing. Perhaps an eternity spent in this small room with the machine for company wouldn't be so bad. You could sit in a different corner each day, but escape and survival are now the only topics which concern you. Concern unnecessary. Continue test cycle. Damn it. There's something about having your every thought read that just doesn't sink in. How can you escape if the machine knows every move you can make before you do? Escape impossible. My program is perfect and all-knowing. You can tell nothing from the stale, emotionless characters on the ticker tape, but you imagine at least a trace of smugness in the print. You wonder if that's a relevant clue. Is it a red herring? Does the machine even know what a red herring is? Do you? Yes, probably. Had the machine just contradicted itself? You're not sure, but you're convinced you can beat its logic. If the machine contradicted itself, then the machine is not perfect. The machine has contradicted itself, therefore the machine is not perfect. If the machine has contradicted itself and the machine is not perfect, okay, hold on. I don't know what the fuck the machine thinks. So, the machine thinks it's a relevant clue. The machine also thinks it's a red herring. And the machine knows what a red herring is. And it thinks you probably do. Like, I understand the logic, but I don't get what I'm supposed to put where. Look at that. Practically an entire argument to make up. If only I wasn't so knackered already. Only joking. I've got the answers. Start at the start. To prove the machine is not perfect, we need to show it's contradicted itself. So line 5's conclusion might be just that. The only way to reach our goal. So what's the machine said or done? That might be contradictory? That will form the contents of line 2 and 3. After that, we just need to make a logical connection between those statements and line 4. That's it. Well, I don't get it. Is the contradiction that a relevant clue can't also be a red herring? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get where the machine contradicted itself. 'Cause a red herring can still be a relevant clue, can't it? Just because something is misleading doesn't mean it's not relevant, because sometimes misleading things are put there on purpose, and if you figure out what's misleading, then you can figure out the real thing you're supposed to be figuring out. So, you know what I mean? Like, something being a relevant clue and also being a red herring is not a contradiction. Can't something be both relevant and also a red herring? Something, especially a clue, that is intended to be misleading or distracting. You know what I mean? Something can be misleading and distracting, but also relevant. Usually more so, because then you kind of know that they're trying to distract you. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense. So, like, I don't understand where the contradiction is. Because it can be a relevant clue and also a red herring. But I'm assuming, they're assuming that the contradiction comes with the machine considering smugness both a relevant clue and a red herring? Like, I don't get it. To prove the machine is not perfect, we need to show how it's contradicted itself. How did it contradict itself? You wonder if that's a relevant clue. Yes, it's a relevant clue. Is it a red herring? Yes. Does the machine know what a red herring is? Yes. So the machine thinks it's a relevant clue and also thinks it's a red herring. What am I supposed to fucking do? I don't know, I'm gonna skip to the next one because I have limited time before my roommate comes home. Sorry that I'm dumb! 10. So I'm pretty sure you've just contradicted yourself. For once, the machine is silent. No request for some further hoop jumping, no abrasive remark, just the faintest of words. Then the tape begins to spool out once more, accompanied by a subtle burning smell. Error, error, logical inconsistency. Error, emergency shutdown, error. Send problem report, error, error. In any normal circumstance, you might think to yourself, this is my chance. As it turns out, you can't quite recall what constitutes normal circumstances, so you make a run for it anyway. You break into a sprint, not entirely sure what's going to achieve in a small doorless room, and are relieved when in a sea of sparks and grinding motors, an opening opens in the wall ahead of you. On the other side is a door. Christ, how you love doors. Herb? This one sports an interface filled with strange symbols. You like these sorts of doors less so. Girl, this is some math stuff. I don't know. If M is... What? This is just math. This is just math. I don't understand how the lines are written. That beginning? Is this just saying G? Like, are these connected or are they different lines? You know what I mean? Is this just saying G, period, M this, G this, A, period, M, period? Or is it saying G is M this, the, you know what I mean? I think they're separate statements. I don't know. No, I'm pretty smart when I've had psych tests and stuff. It's not like I have a... Well, IQ tests don't mean anything anyway. Because there are inherent flaws in the system of them, but like it's not like I score pretty well. I'm above average. Not in a bragging way, but I'm above average. In most of my skills and thinking and blah blah blah, but sometimes I just... I don't know. I think too much about things, or I think about them the way I'm not supposed to be. Like, for example, with math, when I do math, I break everything down, and that's not what you're supposed to do. When I took a psych evaluation, I actually scored as having a disability in math, but it's not because I couldn't come to the right answer, it's just because it took me too long. Like, for example, if someone said, what's 179 plus 132? I would do 9 plus 2, and then I would do 70 plus 30, and then I would do 100 plus 100. But I wouldn't just do it off the top of my head. I break everything apart into smaller pieces, and then I add them all back up. And that takes longer. That's apparently not the way you're supposed to do it. So it's not that I can't get the answer, but it's just that the way that I think about it is apparently wrong. I do unnecessary stuff. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get this. Now where the hell did O and V come from? I simply do not know. So, okay. So does the plain G with nothing added to it basically just mean G? Yes. You know, G, true, G. Just a statement. If M, then if G, then A. Because that makes sense. Okay, so G is a thing. If M is a thing, then G is a thing, then A is a thing. And they already said that G is a thing. So M is a thing, therefore A is a thing. Because you said if M is a thing, then G is a thing, and if G is a thing, then A is a thing. So if M is a thing, then A is a thing, right? See, I think I keep thinking about it wrong. I keep thinking like M plus A is not E, and I was thinking M is G and A. M equals G plus A, therefore M must be something that's not this answer because A is there or whatever. So I think I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much like that way. Like I keep thinking, well, M plus A is not E, therefore. So actually I think it should be more like M is a thing. And A is a thing. Therefore, E is not a thing. Therefore, E is not a thing. Because they said M is a thing. And we've established that A is a thing. So if M and A are both things, then E can't be a thing. Where the hell what does O have to do with it? Like, these other ones, O and R kind of come out of nowhere. This is only dealing with A and G and M, and this is just like, alright, here's the O and R, bitch. If O and R, if O and V are a thing, okay, then not E, or R. What? Well, not E is a thing because we just established that not E is a thing. So, if we can reverse it, if not E is a thing, or if R is a thing, then O and V are both a thing? What the fuck? Oh, there's more options. E is not a thing and also R. I have no idea about R. Because nothing says anything about R has just come up all of a sudden at the end. None of these have R in them, this doesn't have R in them. None of these have V. None of these have O. So, the only thing that actually relates to any of this is E. So if E is not a thing, which it isn't because we established that, or R, which I don't know what the fuck that means, then O is a thing. O and V are a thing. If O and V are a thing, then E is not a thing and also R. Right? Is that what that says? Therefore, O is a thing? Because that's true. E not being a thing is true, because we did that. It says E is not a thing. Therefore, O... Oh my god. Okay. Well... I don't know what the... See, I just had to think about it the right way, but it took me a long time to know how I was supposed to think of it, because I was like, A plus E equals R. I was adding shit, and I don't know why my brain went there. Okay. When the door opens, it is, considering what you've been through, something of a letdown. Beyond it is a second room of roughly equal dimensions to the one you've just come from. The slot in the wall begins spewing paper. Congratulations, subject. Final test complete. Oh, they're gonna kill me, right? Oh, hashtag, they're gonna kill me because the test is over. So, you know what I mean? The logic was, going by what the game said, they can't kill me because they have to follow the directive to test me, but if they're done testing me, they can technically now kill me because they have no reason to keep me alive because I finished the test. So that's why they're saying you don't like where this is going, because something bad is gonna happen, and if it doesn't, that's good. But I bet something bad is gonna happen. My anxiety senses are tingling. You don't like where this is going. Status apologetic. Escape opportunity deception. What does that mean? Test summary. Problem solving. Indicative of at least partially sentient creature. I'm not sure whether to feel bashful or insulted. You settle on ambivalent. Subject demonstrates self-awareness, ability to learn, basic to average intelligence. Conclusion, strong rational potential. Counterpoint, oh, I hear some crazy shit. Priority statistic, rational potential realization rate 7% minimal. You're dimly aware of the gas that has seeped slowly into the room. Strongest motivation, no longer applicable. Applicable. No longer aptable, bitch. Strongest motivation, survival. Oh, see, look, I'm getting killed. Your eyelids drift shut. You're surprised by how soft the ground feels as you fall. There's sure to be some significance to that, but you're too relaxed to really care. You think about death. In all honesty, you really needn't. You'll have empirical evidence of it soon enough. Perhaps death will prove to be yet another adventure. Perhaps it will be endless nothingness. You decide, in the end, that both sound like fun. Alright, well... Okay. I don't know why that was in my playlist. I mean, this seems like something I would have enjoyed a lot in 2013 when I probably added it to my playlist. Which I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying. Really the type of game that I would choose to play in a video, you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things you play on your own, because it's just thinking through things, and I don't know how entertaining that is to watch. I feel like it's boring to watch another person solve problems. But you know, I had already started recording, so whatever. 1 of 2. Thanks for playing Irrational, and congratulations on beating the game. I'm not here to massage your ego, but it's worth pointing out the challenges you completed are true propositional calculus, though the math is hidden until level 10. Yeah, math. I'm not good at math, so that makes sense. No corners have been cut. This forms the basis of every good philosophy degree under their sun. Well, I'm not a philosopher. I'm not a philosopher! Our rationality is the most fundamental tool we have. That's true, kind of, depending on the context. A noob resource. 2 more of them. I'm dancing at the music. Okay, well that was that. And, I think that's enough little flash... I think it was only 3 little flash games, but I think that's enough little flash games that I have content for a whole video of little flash games, so I will put those together. And that is it, and I'm done. Sorry that you had to watch me be bad at math. I didn't know the game would be mostly just talking, just thinking through things. I got there in the end. I don't know, I feel like the way that I think, I don't like making assumptions. I like every detail to be there. So things like the fact that there were 2 extra things, there were those extra variables at the end, V and R, that didn't appear anywhere else, that threw me off, because I was like, where did those even come from? What are those? I need to know all the information about those before I can make any sort of conclusion about all the other ones. You know, like, I don't know. I'm not very, very smart. I don't understand very well certain things, so I apologise. But anyhow, I've played all my games for today. Perhaps I'll come back and play a few more. I do have them... Let's see about my playlist. Yeah, I've got a few. I don't know if I'll get through all of them before Flash is taken away. Some of them are kind of long. One of them is like a series of like 4 games, which I think is really fun and cool, but I don't know if I'll have time to play that, so I'll get a few more. This is something that I should have started doing in like 2018. I'm trying to catalog some old Flash games. I'm gonna end up doing maybe 5 of them before the new year, but whatever. Anyway, that's the type of stuff I played in 2013 and added to my favorites list on Kongregate, so... Here's more of my favorites list. Look at all these weird things. Oh, Daymare Town! I should play the Daymare Town games and Rabbit Fable. I remember that one. Some of these I think are not Flash games, though. I think some of these were... Oh, I love these types of games. I don't play them much because they're a waste of time, but if you want to relax at the end of the day, I love these little puzzle games. These little especially the 3D ones. Oh my god. Wooden Path. If you can... Oh, is this a Flash game? This is gonna go away soon, I bet. It's gonna go away soon, probably. I bet it is a Flash game. What if it's a Flash game? Hold on. I need to turn Flash off to see if it's a Flash game. Block Flash. Reload the page. Oh no! This is a Flash game! I'm never gonna finish this game. Man, I'm never gonna get that achievement. There's this achievement, complete all 30 levels. No fucking way. I have 20 of 30, and it's so hard, this game. No, I'm just adding on to the rest of the video. This is not even necessary. Oh fuck, I don't want to open it there. Oh my god. See, look, it's like this. Move this bridge. Now you have a way all the way across. Did my progress reset? Oh, I think at some point I cleared the cookies on this site. Man, I had 20 out of 30 levels complete. I'm never doing this again. So you can do this. And there. See? That is how it works. You can move these. But, like, it gets increasingly very complicated. Not bad. And then there's stuff like this. And then these freaking things. So there. Need that. It gets so much harder. Oh no, my progress was reset! Ah, I'm never gonna finish this game before 2021. That sucks, man! I was so far along, it's crazy. Yeah, like, look at all this shit. It gets so much- it gets harder. Trust me. Anyway, there's that game. That sucks that that's a Flash game. Oh man. This game has a really interesting mini game in it, and it does not work anymore. There's this cool number game you could play in it, though. All these. These I want to play, because I think they're Flash games. Some of these games, like, I remember that I liked them, but I don't remember why. They're in my favorites, but I don't remember why. Oh, the splitting was interesting. I liked that one too, I think. I'll never get to play all these old games. You know what else is a Flash game? This game, The Enchanted Cave 2. You gotta listen to the music. Once this is no longer playable, I have to throw this in at the end of the video. I have to put it in here. Everybody has to see The Enchanted Cave. I've beat this whole game, but I think at some point I went back to it. Listen to this music. I'm dancing, but obviously you can't see that. If you have a soul, you're dancing too. Yes, I am going to just have this whole song play in its entirety. And there you go. Oh, this music too. I'm on floor 62? I started replaying this at some point, but I do not remember how to play it. I like all the music in this game, actually. Now what the hell? I forget how you do stuff. Ooh! Ah! Okay, so enemies don't attack you unless you... Can I fight this thing? Ooh! I healed myself by accident. I usually don't like games like this. Like where all you do is you just kind of travel around a dungeon and collect things. Oh, I killed them very, very quickly. I don't know if that man is worth it. I feel like these are big, tough people. I don't remember the context of this game, so I actually don't remember how to play it. Like, I don't remember which- there are sometimes you have certain abilities and some enemies are like weaker to certain abilities than others, but I don't remember. If I do this and get him with fire, that's okay. I mean, he looks like an ice person, so I thought, you know, fire. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah, you can like... Oh yeah, this is so complicated. I mean, it's not complicated, but... Like, you can imbue certain items with certain properties and stuff. You have this whole skill tree and everything. But it is one of those things where if you don't start from the beginning and play it through all at once, you'll forget the context. Oh, but these are yellow, which I think means... I think if they're yellow, that means I've kept them. Well, farts. Put those on then. I don't remember how any of this works. Oh. I have a guardian ring, I don't know what that means. Uh-oh. A lot of stuff going on in here. Uh-oh. 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 Oh yeah, killing people restores your health a little, doesn't it? And there's different levels, like this is like a jungle area level, it looks like, but there's like an ice level and all these different types. I don't know, it's all very cool. If you have time, you should play it somewhere. Get it somewhere else. Like, this looks like it's on Steam or something. Or other places. So I bet it's not gonna go away with Flash. It's probably still playable somewhere. Or at least it makes it seem like it's still playable somewhere. So it runs on Flash. On Kongregate, it runs on Flash, but it looks like it's also on app stores and stuff, so I bet those are not made with Flash, so there's probably a place to play the game. So, you should play the game, it's a cool game. If you like wasting time. I don't know why I like this game. I think it might be completely the music and the aesthetic. Because I really usually do not like games where it's just... Because again, like I've said a million times, I like story, I like exploration, I like world building, I like collecting things. I really do not care at all for combat and stuff like that, because that to me is just monotonous. Like, I would much rather read a bunch of... I would much rather spend 2 hours just reading through books in a game that are about the game's lore than spend 2 hours, like, fighting monsters or leveling up or whatever. So this is really not the type of thing that I'm into, but for some reason I happened to like this game when I played it back in 2015, it says. See, I acquired the badges. 2015, I acquired all the badges. So anyway, go play Enchanted Cave. Okay, that's the end of my video. Bye.